Minnesota Vikings fans are loyal, perhaps loyal to a fault, because no matter how badly this team mistreats us over and over and over again, we just always walk right back into this toxic relationship every single season. We're like, Mom, I can change him. This is the year, baby. This is it. Hoisting that Jerome Barty one time. Woo! That's right, man. And an interesting stat from last season really reflects that. So ESPN compiled a list of home attendance percentage, like what percentage of butts are in the seats, what percentage of tickets are sold, and the Vikings tied for the NFL lead with the Kansas City Chiefs, 100.4%. Now, you may be asking, what's with the extra 0.4%? Well, a lot of stadiums around the league sell standing room only tickets. So you don't have an official seat, but you can roam around the concourses. You can post up at the bars. You can just sort of walk in, stand, woo, all that stuff, right? So the Vikings were tied for the league lead for people in historic US Bank Stadium, right? And now part of it is it's a damn nice stadium. It's a fantastic game day experience. But what's really interesting is you look at the teams that are up there in terms of attendance. So the Chiefs were up there. Of course, you have Patrick Mahomes, a very recent Super Bowl champions. The Broncos at 100.1%. And the Broncos were booty last year. So that's interesting. The Rams, 100.1%. Even though if you looked at some of those games, I don't know, man. I don't know. But, of course, they went on and won the Super Bowl. The Browns had a very interesting team. I like what Stefanski's doing there. The Patriots, of course, are always going to be the friggin' Patriots, right? And then the Eagles and the Ravens and the Seahawks, even though Seahawks were booty last year after Russ had that thumb issue. Whatever. Also, Dolphins at 99.4%. I don't know. I don't know if that's legit, man. But for the Vikings, what makes that interesting is that the Vikings, so they certainly had talent last year, and they were certainly in the mix. They were in the playoff race until the last couple weeks of the season. And also, that 100.4% figure includes Week 18 against the Bears, a completely meaningless game, but people were still showing up and supporting their team. And that's the point, is that the Vikings, it wasn't the 98 Vikings. They weren't going 15-1 or equivalent in the 17-game season last year. So they weren't exactly the hottest ticket in town, but people still showed up even after the soul-crushing losses and defeats. It's like, hey, you had a 7-point lead in almost all of the games, or hey, you had a record number of points allowed in 2-minute drill, or how many games can you give away at the end? People still showed up. Because that is how diehard Vikings fans are. No matter how many times we get kicked in the teeth, we're like, F you. We'll see you next Sunday. Right? And it's a testament to this fan base, and it's why this team and fan base actually deserves nice things, because we're still there, man. We still got the hat. Look at some of these other teams. Washington, 64.3%. It's such a waste that Washington has won 3 Super Bowls. By the way, Joe Gibbs does not get his due in the pantheon of great NFL head coaches. He won 3 Super Bowls with 3 different quarterbacks, which is pretty damn amazing. But yeah, 64.3%. That's rough, man. And they're capping for a new stadium. Good luck with that. The low-energy Lions, Lions fans have been through a lot, so I don't really blame them there. The Jets, blah. I mean, the Steelers, what's up with the Steelers? I mean, 88.4%, even though that's still, yeah, I guess in the grand scheme of things, that's pretty good. But comparatively, because half the league is over 95%. So Steelers fans, have you been spoiled for so long that you're just like, we don't want to watch the corpse of Big Ben? I mean, do you guys even deserve Tomlin? We'll take him back. He could be Kevin O'Connell's, assistant to the regional head coach, I guess. Maybe it'll work out that way. Ooh, Jaguars fans still showing up. To a degree. Whatever. Bengals. Yeah, I don't know. Like, the Bengals had a Super Bowl run, and they still didn't crest. They're still barely crested 92%. What's surprising here is the Bills. I mean, Bills Mafia. Orchard Park, come on, man. You can't get above 95%, and you had one of the most exciting teams in the league. Of course, the Cowboys at 93.4%. Jerry World is cavernous, so that you have to factor that in. You have a 100,000 seat stadium, whatever. Now, what's interesting is the Packers. So the Packers allegedly had a 2-time MVP, and they allegedly had the 1 seed, which they promptly screwed the pooch and then lost to Jimmy Garoppolo and the Niners, even though the Niners didn't score an offensive touchdown at home. You're at home, man. And all this, the Packers have the best fans in the world, and there's a 20-year waiting list for season tickets. Blah 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 blah. 95.8%. 95.8%, man. Really? What's the rest of those seats doing? And the frustrating thing is the Packers have the most modern stadium in the NFL. I like the metal on those bleacher seats, which get cold as ice in the winter. I mean, that's the metal that they use on the spaceship. Like, that's how modern Lambeau Field is. And hey, there's never a shortage of toilets because they're everywhere, right? So just go ahead. But 95.8%. I mean, the Bears outdrew you last year. The Bears. And the Bears were garbage. And the Bears are going to be garbage for the foreseeable future. I mean, the Bears, again, might have the number 1 overall pick in this upcoming draft, taking place in Kansas City. But I digress there. I digress. Again, numbers don't lie. And, hey, the Packers supposedly had this great team over the last couple of years, but it's like, you can't even show up? Can't even show up for your squad? Please, please, please. But Vikings fans, we're loyal. That's right. That's why we're communicating right here, even though we're hopeful about the future and great things are going to come from Carr Camcock, Kevin O'Connell, and Kwesi Adofo-Mensah. We deserve it. It's coming. Our faith will be rewarded. That's right. Anyways, your thoughts on our thoughts. The Vikings tied for the NFL league with 100.4% attendance last year. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.